On the one hand, we are more important, but our voice is not heard as much as we would like to be done. And groups like BRICS are important for that, because we are looking into ways in which our voice can be better heard in institutions like the IMF, like the World Bank, and looking for some of those reforms. But at the same time that we create our own institutions that make not only our voice more heard, but allow us to engage in a much more complex and interesting manner for our own foreign policies.
Have you ever wondered why BRICS Plus is predicted to outpace the G7 in economic growth and global influence? With rapidly growing economies and a dynamic, young population, BRICS Plus is reshaping the global economic landscape. In this video, we'll explore how this group is challenging Western dominance, creating new opportunities for the Global South, and what it means for the future of global power dynamics. Stay tuned to uncover the trends that could redefine our world. BRICS Plus countries are projected to have significantly higher economic growth rates compared to the G7 in 2024. For instance, BRICS nations are expected to achieve an average growth rate of 3.6%, while the G7 nations are forecasted to grow at just 1%. Notably, China and India continue to lead with growth rates of 4.6% and 6.8%, respectively. In addition, intra-BRICS trade has grown substantially, outpacing trade between BRICS and G7 nations. This trend highlights the increasing economic integration within the BRICS bloc, driven by China's role as a major exporter and importer. For example, China has become a key market for Brazilian commodities like soybeans and iron ore, while also exporting advanced goods to BRICS nations. The BRICS Plus nations, including Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and new members Saudi Arabia, Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, and the UAE, represent a significantly larger share of the world's population. Combined, these countries account for over 3.24 billion people, approximately 40% of the global population. This large demographic base translates into a vast and expanding consumer market. Did you know most of our viewers aren't subscribed? If you enjoy our content and want to stay updated with new videos, please hit that subscribe button, like, and comment. Your support helps our channel grow. Thanks! The demographic advantage of the BRICS Plus nations lies in their large and youthful populations. Countries like India, with a median age of around 28, provide a youthful workforce and a growing consumer base, crucial for sustained economic growth and market expansion. In contrast, G7 countries face aging populations, which can strain public finances and reduce labor market growth. For instance, Japan has a median age of 48.6, reflecting a significantly older demographic compared to BRICS nations. As BRICS Plus countries continue to industrialize and urbanize, their domestic markets are expected to grow rapidly. The increasing purchasing power of their middle classes further enhances this potential. Conversely, G7 economies, while smaller in population, have well-developed markets with high consumer spending but face slower growth prospects. One of the foremost challenges is the geopolitical tension arising from Russia's war in Ukraine and the rise of China as a strategic power.
Let me answer the first question first. If Russia invades, that means tanks or troops crossing the border of Ukraine again. Then there will be no longer a Nord Stream 2. We will bring an end to it.
How will you do that exactly, since the project and control of the project is within Germany's control?
We will, I promise you, we'll be able to do it.
The G7 has imposed stringent economic sanctions on Russia, supported Ukraine with financial and military aid, and sought to reduce dependence on Russian energy. These geopolitical risks heighten economic uncertainty, impact investment, and potentially disrupt global supply chains, particularly in energy markets. However, BRICS Plus is becoming a dominant force in global energy markets. The bloc accounts for a significant share of global natural gas, 32%, and crude oil, 43%, production. If additional members like Kazakhstan, Kuwait, and Bahrain join, these figures will increase further. This energy dominance allows BRICS Plus to exert substantial influence over global energy prices and trade, potentially establishing a parallel energy trading system outside Western financial mechanisms. BRICS Plus is positioning itself as a counterbalance to Western-led institutions like the IMF and the World Bank by fostering a multipolar world order. The group has established the New Development Bank, NDB, to provide development finance tailored to the needs of emerging markets and developing countries without the stringent conditions often imposed by Western institutions. This strategy is evident in their efforts to promote de-dollarization of international trade and financial arrangements. The BRICS Plus bloc, with its large and diverse membership, emphasizes the inclusion of the Global South in international decision-making. This inclusion is reflected in their push for reforms in global governance institutions to grant more power to emerging markets and developing countries. The expansion of BRICS Plus to include countries like Saudi Arabia, Iran, and the UAE underscores their commitment to creating a multipolar global order that better represents the interests of the developing world. In contrast, the G7, comprising Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, the United Kingdom, and the United States, has traditionally maintained a unipolar world order dominated by Western ideals and economic practices. The G7 focuses on promoting democratic values, market-oriented economic policies, and a rules-based international order. This group wields significant influence over global economic policies through its control of major financial institutions and its substantial share of the global economy. The G7 strategy often includes military and economic measures to maintain global stability and influence, as seen in their collective response to geopolitical challenges such as Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support means a lot and helps us create more great content for you. Hit the bell icon to never miss an update. See you in the next video.